How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and this is Hiveswap Act 1. Something that people have been telling me I should give a try for quite some time, right around the time that I was doing a bunch of Undertale, Deltarune related content. People were like, yo, Toby has worked with the Homestuck guys a bunch. The What Pumpkin is like directly kind of referenced within those games a bunch, and like there's a bunch of intertwining and everything there, and people are like, I think you would really like this game. And I immediately had to ask, will I like this game if I don't know anything about Homestuck? And the answer was like, yeah, you'll still dig it. So if anyone else out there is curious, I think the game is primarily like a good story first that happens to take place within the Homestuck world. So I don't think we need any particular knowledge immediately. Gorgeous animation. Adorable little dog. Spooky for a second there, but it's fine. We're back to our nice treehouse. Okay, that's a little different though. I hope he starts singing to us. The music kind of changed in a way that felt like he was about to start busting out tunes. If you guys have never played the game Figment, bosses sing to you in that game. It's definitely worth checking out. The way he's crashing around and slinking around and everything reminds me of the bad guy from Spirited Away. Not really the bad guy, but like, you know who I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. Okay, that was an immediately crazy way for things to start. Your name is... Do I choose? Sorry, you're gonna need a minute. Okay, you gave yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good reason why. The thing with all the legs and teeth. The one you barely got away from. Minute's up, though. You take a deep breath, let the uncertainty slip into the toothy, arm-waggling darkness, and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare. You live just outside the town of Huntswich. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer of multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. I wish I knew what semi-orphan meant. I'm sure it'll be explored more. November 1994. I'm assuming that is actually the setting. That you wouldn't add to the list like collector of way outdated calendars. Speaking of, that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now. I'd be more worried about like the dog or sister being okay, you know. It might be headed back outside, where your little brother is, right. You gotta warn him. We're the sister. Okay, so is this fully point and click? Yes. Yes, that does seem to be the case. Your babysitter got you this junior veterinarian's medkit. It's kind of important to you, so you think you'll leave it here for now. It would really bust you up if something happened to it. Look. This is where you keep your clothes. You consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable, and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Ah, Clarissa. She really does explain quite a few things, except, of course, precisely where she gets her clothes and how she manages to look so great all the time. Could we change right now? Doesn't seem like the best time. You could try on some new clothes, but... what's a style montage without at least one party offering compulsory reaction shots for each outfit? Who's gonna give you an affirming nod when you finally nail it? That's true, it doesn't seem worth it. There are important things to consider before you carelessly plunge headlong into a style montage. There are a lot of things clickable right now. You try to remember if Clarissa, okay, so Clarissa's kind of like a Hannah Montana or like iCarly or something, ever gotten any jams like this. You have so much in common. Annoying little brother, computer in your room, second story bedroom, as much as you hate to admit it, Clarissa's life deviates from yours on a number of vertices. Her parents were around, she had a cool friend who was a boy, but not her boyfriend. No monsters in the yard, etc. Something keeps flying by the window. There's like weird bats whose bodies look like giant eyeballs. Look! Puppy Surprise is having puppies. How many? That's the surprise. Puppy Surprise! Puppy Surprise! Whenever you look at this thing, the song from that commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes. where they stay as safe as a teen hiding in her bedroom from a snake monster. There's lots of, like, meta jokes feeding back, like lurking around like a snake monster and hidden like a teen and all that sort of stuff. What kind of things you got in there other than weird puppies? You reach inside the expectant plush canine and Puppy Surprise is having puppies. Ugh. Okay, there's something kind of unsettling about the way that they're looking at me. But I would also like to collect these 2 keys. You collect the diary key from its plush hiding womb. Gross. While you're at it, you think maybe you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. Just a feeling. A deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. Can we investigate our fun row of plushies? They should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of shelves, you suppose. I think majorly the point of that character from Spirited Away was that his name was like No Face or something. It was something simple like that. I feel like I'm wasting time, but at the same time I'm probably finding something that I can use against this monster, I figure. This is a raised and cushioned platform where you spend several hours every day unconscious and hallucinating. Peculiar way to describe beds and dreams, but not inaccurate. Usually while the majority of the other people on the continent are also doing the same thing. It tends to stay within continent, though. Once you get beyond that, people tend to mix things up a little bit. You've got more pressing concerns right now than the book report you had to hand in on Monday. You have to hand in. Okay, it's not late yet, so I do want it to be a concern. It might just be low on the list of priorities. Besides, none of these books are appropriate choices for a book report. According to your teachers, your teachers seem oddly fixated on award-winning books where beloved dogs are introduced and then inevitably die. The worst kind of book. And you kind of hate your teachers sometimes. If that's what they're pushing on you, I would agree. Mom won this award at around the same age as you for being best at ballet. It's pretty. Your babysitter gave you this for your birthday. Joey, she said. This wizard's the best. He lives in his little wizardy orb, just swimming in spells and glitter. He'll protect you. Look, he's doing it right now. Your babysitter loves wizards, obviously. She's pretty great. He's dancing in his glitter right now, or he's protecting us right now, because I could use a bit of the latter. It's easy to make your very own cake, or something like that. You were really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour or whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess. Oh, God. How often are inspections going to take a turn towards super hyper sad like that? You're all out of baking stuff. You're not too busted up about it, though. You're pretty tough. That's good. I'm glad you could tough it out. Along with ballet, you also study tap dancing. You haven't decided which you prefer. Ballet is fun, but tap's also fun, in a different kind of way. You have considered blending the two, wearing one tap shoe and one ballet shoe at the same time, but decided to fully master both and earn the respect of your teachers before unveiling your boundary-shattering ballop style to the world. Well, we could equip them, though. I don't really know precisely why, but yeah, okay. You add the tap dance habilitech and your technique to your technique. Yep, those are the words that refer to those concepts. You learned them literally just now. These will help if there's anything you need to shake up or shake off, or if you're just in the mood to shake it. I'm in the mood to shake it. I say we give it a shake. I'm trying to just get you to shake it. Seems like I have to apply it more directly at something. It's the 11th of November. It's my dad's birthday. It's also Remembrance Day. Today started off just like any other day, with another sunrise. And the sound of songbirds going hog wild out there in the trees. Just like a hog would, but this time it's a bird. But their songs have all but stopped. And now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds, and it sure as heck ain't hogs. Maybe we flick the light on. Or is that alerting the monster to our presence too much? They really had to put in a lot of effort to redecorate and redo this bedroom to have two different colors and lightings like that. I'm really impressed by the animation and the art overall in this. You've already marked today's date as part of your daily routine. If anyone claims you didn't exist on the date of November 10th, 1994, you can shove that big red X right in their face and prove them wrong. Oh, dolphins. These posters, they resonate so powerfully with the very core of your being. The animals, the magic, the power. They whisper to you in your dreams. Secrets of a better world on the other side of the stars. Oh, Joey's a bit of a dreamer, it would seem. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's this phone here that very clearly looks important, but I'm going to go poke around at other things first. Like this weird doll with a mustache and fork hair. This is Sir Bappy Pawswater, your beloved Manthro chap. You tend to his fussy whims and needs when you trouble to imagine what they might be. What a daring dream, to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of humanimals. Wait, you mean humanity. Anyway, Sir Bappy Pawswater will have to tend to his own fussy whims and needs for a while. You've got a lot of crap on your plate right now. Alright, we'll walk over to here. We'll just look out the window and see what kind of craziness is going on. Wow, this room is massive. Was not prepared for that. The story keeps happening. Is that like it's the never-ending story. There's the big dragon there. Hot steppin', Canadian campfire spookums, Acorn's Shadow? Is that one? Hilo Rescue? I can't really read that one. Star Avenue with Ginger Rogers. I don't precisely know what that one is. Second Mom, and I kind of very specifically avoided the Bubsy, the big shh on it. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here. He'd never stop saying it. You'd hear it in your head forever, echoing like screams echo across still water. I've never played a Bubsy game. I've just like seen and heard other things talk about it and kind of make fun of it. Hungry Hippos? Great choice. I have to keep pausing what I'm doing and saying every like other second because the cat is being really needy, so I guess she's just gonna come up and join for the time being, rather than me trying to shoo her away from getting into things she's not supposed to. A prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You could spend all day listing them. There's Bubsy, there's... Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think you'll stop there. You might go lie down for a bit, actually. Oh, there's something going on in that treehouse for sure. What we got going on out there? Okay, there's not just bats. Okay, but there are bats as well. There's a lot going on out here, actually. There's also a hedge trimmed to look like a dinosaur. It'd be nice if those monsters were as weirded out by that weird skull fountain as you are. Unfortunately, that thing is probably monster chic. The moon? The sun has just set, making for a glorious autumn eve. As such, autumnal evening glory radiates from the heavens, kissing the clouds on its way down earth. Very poetic. Stupid clouds, all untouchable and ephemeral and stuff. Yeah, they are really ruining the vibe, aren't they? I'm trying to click on these weird bat creatures. What about these guys then? Yikes, more of them? Gentrification is a real monster. Oh, there's layers there. Blistering social commentary aside, you sincerely hope you and your brother aren't killed and eaten by those eyeless horrors. So they're mostly just mouths, they're not all eyes. Remember when you were raking up those leaves? Your dog knocked Jude over and you laughed, and then everything turned to monsters. Ah, memories. The dog is in here, or Jude. Jude, I'm guessing, is my brother. Someone's in here, I think. Poor puppy. That icky snaky thing hurt her. Well, you'd use your budding veterinary skills to patch her up and make it all better. But you'd also be very angry. Right now, she doesn't seem to want to come out of her doghouse, and you don't blame her. You briefly muse at the metaphorical significance of the flashing light. What could it represent? The past? The future? America? Is Hunt Switch in America somewhere? Or is this like our brother trying to get our attention? It's your stupid brother. You need to get in touch with him. Can we flash our own thing at him? Looks like Jude scurried up to the treehouse to get away from that thing. Unsurprisingly, he acts like it's his mission control room up there. As if a goofy kid legitimately has any sort of business of that sort. I hope we go up there and we do get to see that he does have like a legit control room. "You're not allowed up there," he says, to which you reply, "You'd rather step on a rake than set foot in his rickety little nerd hut. You school him so often, you really should be pulling in a teacher's salary." Oh, schooled, just totally torched. Ginger Rogers, gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dancer who ever clattered gracefully across the screen. Probably? No, wait, definitely. And still kicking. Who's this one then? Oh, you love Block Hustle. The game of descending columns that disappear as lines are filled. But, you could only find a poster of the American box art. Dang, we are totally robbed. The story keeps happening. Just look at that childlike empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. It's very weird that half of these are like legit things, or like less than half. I don't know. They're like Bubsy is real, amazingly, but then like all this other stuff is just like little jokes. Is Canadian Campfire Spookums like Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm trying to recognize that font, and I didn't know that show was Canadian only, if that's the case. It's the best! It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week, and one of them throws some dust in a fire, and then they tell a scary story. And that scary story is the episode. You guess you kind of focused more on the framing narrative than you did on the stories. But whatever, it's the best, just like you said. She really knows what she likes, I would say. That, I had no idea that was like a Canadian thing. Huh. Ooh. Is this... Yep, Bubsy. Oh, that's more than enough of that. That's really bumming me out that it's like your only game and you just seem to kind of hate it. You love your video game console. You're a computer games enthusiast at heart, but you can't help but enjoy the tactile sensation of a controller in your hand as you fight evil and save animals, and etc. Lots of etc. There is a lot more to it than that, isn't there? Same thing about the collection. The goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent, who's trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5, if you're kind of a showy jerk. I weirdly am bad at Connect 4. Seems like a hard thing to be bad at, but I am. So I've lost to a 5 connection numerous times. It's not fun. The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them. Or change her shape, or both at once. She's cool, but pretty difficult to emulate. Is that like a Samus, like a Metroid thing maybe? I can't quite tell. Look, you really like this poster, but you can't really say why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on the ballerina's face. You wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to museums to look at actual art. It's capitalized like it's a thing. You go to the actual art museum. You hope so. Let's appreciate it a bit more than that. You give it a good hard stare. Yeah, you're appreciating the heck out of this art. It would be difficult, if not impossible, for anyone to appreciate it more. Setting records of appreciation. Oh, dope. We could play Simon Says for a minute? You really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy, though. I wouldn't mind trying. Well, sure, why not? After this, though, you should really go get the walkie-talkie, since you just remembered you cannibalized the batteries from the walkie to power this game. Okay, that's enough yelling. Oh, do I have to legit do this to advance things then? Bap bap. Oh, I interrupted it, I think. I'm terrible. Okay. Was it just meant to be the one thing? Yes. The way it lights up there is confusing, but once the... What? Oh wait, if I don't talk over it... Does that first green one that's doing count? God, that's spastic and fat. What? Looks like the green button isn't working. Well, nostalgia satisfied, might as well scavenge the batteries. That went terribly. It was doing it so quick I couldn't even tell what one was technically the first one. Well, at least it didn't make me endure that for any longer. That's a lot of unsolved Rubik's Cubes all in one spot there. That's all the gaming we're gonna do for now. Oh, our diary though. And the best style of pen. I don't think I have one on my desk right now, which is unfortunate, but they're the best. I love them. Since she's been gone, you've seen less and less of Pa over the years. Guess he had greener pastures to move on to? Or bluer beauties? Who's looking after us? That little girl there? She's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big loneliness. Now hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? You really wish you knew. Ah, awful. You usually don't have to record in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. Let's get on in there then. It's locked! If you wish to gain access to your long-buried or recently buried secrets, you have to use the diary key. Hey, my first time using an item, I think. You unlock and open your diary. Nice, juicy secrets. Here you come. Although, you know, they're your own secrets. They're just boring, so you don't really care. Lots of fun doodling, though. A nice, like, Joey Claire written there. Dear diary. Doodles of a dog. Fun stickers. I can't believe I haven't recorded. I'm curious if I can just click and it'll read it to me. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of your humdrum life. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case it's your final words and all that jazz. Okay, let's try and read some of this then. This is from October. Okay, this is like a couple weeks old. I can't believe I haven't recorded any entries since the beginning of last summer. Something to say, I've been back to school, now next summer. Continue. Oh, can't come soon enough. Continued. I came home to a drunk babysitter again today? Holy crap. That, you were like kind of looking up to your babysitter a minute ago. I thought she was like really cool. Damn. Sure is some quality adult superiorism we youngsters are getting around here. Supervision. I thought he was saying like, yeah, she views herself as superior. Superiorism. No, supervision. She means well enough, though. Your babysitter's sipping a martini. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw of him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, then skipped off to go on more adventures? Do you mean legit mummies? Yeah, he's like an archaeologist or something, or an adventurer, I guess. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad while we were growing up? I miss Mom. Joey. I don't know if Pa and Ma is that lame. It's a little weird. I'd take me some adjusting for sure. Maybe something from your past will shed some light on today's terror mysteries. Some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten. The key kicking off a casual cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. Oh, of course, that time that I read the sacred spell that summoned snake monsters. I forgot I did that last night. Yeah, I don't really expect to get that resolute of an answer. April 13th, 1994. I wonder if it's a Friday if you actually were to look back. Dear Diary, ho-hum, nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school, but maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Jude's friends all the time. Wait. Is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Oh, well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have any friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. I guess it's better than calling them my web ring. The kids at school are jerks, though, and they called me a poser when I tried to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of the kids at school might be evil? Jeez, now I'm sounding all paranoid like my brother. They're just up to no good, I can feel it. June 12th, Dear Diary. Whew, first day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all those clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity. October 25th, a big jump ahead. Oh, and this is what I had actually just read. So see if I got anything totally wrong. She means well. Haven't heard from Pa. Lame. Calling him Pa. I miss Mom. If this is to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're gonna scare the bejesus out of whoever finds it once you're snake chow. November 11th, Dear Diary. Forgive my hasty and nervous scribbling, I'm kinda scared, but maybe also a bit excited? Anyway, can't talk now. There's a sly and cunning monster on the prowl, possibly hungry for kid meat, too. So I've got to... Okay, I won't have a darn clue what I have to do, but I'll fill you in later once I do. Satisfied? You've done your duty vis-a-vis posterity in case the worst should happen. You relock your diary and hide the key again, safe and surround sound. We're really crushing it out here today. We're just acing it. I might as well read the rest of the posters. I left like 2 unread. Hot steppin'. You don't really perform the style of dance that makes this movie such a pulse-pounding barn burner of a smash hit. Is this supposed to be like Footloose or something? Or Hot Steppin'? It might be a more direct reference. But you'd certainly like to someday. Acorn Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It canters down some troubling psychological roads. I guess most horse shows would canter, wouldn't they? Oh no, cat chewing headphones. You're cut. I knew she was eventually going to do it. She always does, but it's never immediately. She waits till she thinks I'm not paying attention. Second Mom. Oh, this is like Fairly Odd Parents kind of maybe? This game is only available in Japan, but there's that kid at school who says his uncle works at a game company, and he says he gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he's all this, like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things, like this super cool poster. Second Mom rules. Bluck? Is Bluck Jenga? I don't know, but I love Bluck. Oh, look, here's your Bluck blocks that you've been playing with off to the side here. Beanbags are making a big comeback lately. It beats sitting on the floor, and that's all you can really ask of a beanbag. Makes me kind of wish I had a beanbag chair. Might be one of the first times I've ever thought that. Where now and again you see someone who has one of those big sumo chairs. Those things look cool. One day you hope to be a veterinarian. Then you can be the one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say you're here on professional medical business. Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. That is like all that vets do though, right? Is snuggle animals. It's like the whole reason to get into the profession. I think we've checked almost everything, if not everything. Your walkie-talkie, half of a set. Your brother has the other one. Could come in handy. Hopefully he like legit has it on him too. Oh yeah, that's what these are for. Might be easier to put them in if you pick the walkie-talkie up first though. Fine. I just thought it would be easier to assemble on the floor with all the pieces laid out in front of us. Don't have to juggle 2 batteries and 1 walkie-talkie and the cover for the batteries. It was too much. I thought I had a good strategy. 1 walkie-talkie, batteries missing, as you expected. Walkie-talkie meet battery. Success! The walkie-talkie works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you just solved your first puzzle of many, on what is sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brainbusters. Then again, putting batteries in a thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It is just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself, using mundane, widely available modern technology. You don't care though. You're counting it. I don't know if this game has achievements, but that should be... Give me a tally in the column of... I'm nailing this right now. I'm a genius child who can solve things all by themselves. I do kind of want to just have another quick look at things in the light. I don't really think that it will make anything available that I couldn't see before, but it couldn't hurt to just peek. Oh, there's a little troll doll sticking out the side there. Dang it. I wanted to collect or at least inspect the troll doll. There's such a weird thing. And it's weird to have in the game a troll doll, like the, whatever it is, 80s or 90s naked baby with spiky, bright colored hair. Like a troll doll. Oh, look, there's a whole bunch more of them over here as well. When I'm pretty sure characters in Homestuck, there are trolls in this universe. This is not one. They're like gray and they have horns and stuff, I think. Pretty sure those are trolls and people make their own troll sonas and all that. So it's kind of funny to have trolls here as well. There's like a weird overlap going on there. I never investigated the computer. It's not Windows. Maybe it'll just tell me if I read this. I mean, it looks like Windows, but I bet it has like a fake silly name. Your modem always makes a mighty racket logging you on. Probably not worth riling up any hallway snakes to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see, anyway. You're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your web ring had updated their sites. And with that, it's probably time to reach out to the brother. Jude, you there? Are you alright? Over, but we just started, was the achievement. There was an achievement for finally using the walkie. Yes. Been covertly signaling status and requesting yours. Over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code. Over. Enemy agents everywhere. Over. Wait. Unover. Stop. Still unconfirmed vis-a-vis your condition following enemy serpent encounter. Over. Please report bite status. How many and how gross. Over. I'm fine. No bites, you weirdo, but thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great. Was worried. Over. That reminds me. After I shut the door on it, I think I heard it clomping off back down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be headed back your way. No plans of leaving current location. Yard crawling with cryptid vanguard. Over. Wait it out then? Cryptid vanguard? Missing big picture, Joey. Over. Also, I gotta start signing off these messages. Okay, maybe a little bit less obtuse then? Purely defensive posture, tactically suicidal, monsters likely just distraction, could have obscured additional agents on approach. Over. Do you mean like more monsters, or can't discuss on unsecured channel, can't be certain who's listening, but evidence points to Antares class conspiracy cascade. Over. What? Over? Relieved you're taking this seriously. Are you totally prepared to begin forward operations? No going back now, Joey. Over. I'm just making fun of you, dweeb. I'm not going anywhere. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Hoping presence of monsters has tipped equation from typical skepticism. Over. I trust you. I trust you, brother. That's fair. What do I need to know? Your current position not secure. Large yard facing windows. Location compromised to enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must abscond to attic, Joey. Over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door. Well stocked with tactical material. Take left out of bedroom. Go upstairs. Highest room in house. Over. I know what the attic is, Jude. It was just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from a treehouse lunatic brother? Don't understand. You sounded confused. Trying to help. Over. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can call the cops? Call our babysitter? I guess? Too late to reach her at lab. Working day long done. Over. Oh no, you're right. Agreed on both counts. Babysitter capable strifer could help tip scales. Might also help convince you to get to safety. Jude, I'm going to the stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. Do you have your weapon? Over. Yeah, what weapon? You mean my old weapon? What for? Serpents swarming everywhere. Over. You want me to fight them with a flashlight? Don't blame you for being nervous with high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and knows you can beat the serpents. Over. Stop saying serpents. Do you recall where your weapon is? Over. Yeah, it's in the closet. Understood. All set then. Over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap. Over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain. Over. Over and out, Squirt. I guess we just gotta bust out of here then. I think the game is only a couple hours total, but I plan to break it up into little bits and pieces, little chunks. I hope you guys don't mind the pace that I go with games like this. I like to investigate. I like to see all the goofy little things. It's a fun way usually to like learn about your character and all that sort of jazz. Ooh, is there a box under there? No, it looked like maybe that's just part of the box spring. I thought maybe there was something under the bed. It's a little bit of a floor bed. There's not really much of a frame. But yeah, I plan to go quite casual and just kind of take things as they come. Just learn what I can and just enjoy the atmosphere. I like this sort of thing. So yeah, I feel like it was a safe recommendation from people. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again with more Hiveswap soon.